Hello.
What's up, brother?
What's going on?
Oh, more thieves, man.
Huh?
And somebody I'd called you guys about before.
Okay.
So, you know how this is. I'm going to have to report them because... No. Back up. You're more than welcome to come in.
Oh, okay. That's
She won't. Yeah, she's just a puppy. But yeah, I've reported before Glenn McCary and this Luna Rashemiri. And I've got all the messages and all their stuff. I've got them coming and going on my surveillance system, which I was just pulling up for you. I've got pictures of everything that was in their bags. I've got
Okay. How'd they
all their
get?
messages on Facebook.
How'd they get in?
Oh, I let them in.
Oh, okay.
I let Glenn in when I first came home. He was in the sheriff's office with me, and he was my roommate, and he was supposedly dying of he said he had lupus. And I let him stay in my basement, and I sectioned the basement off
Okay.
so that, and I didn't give him any keys, and I had him go around the back so that they couldn't say that they've established residency. He didn't have, you know, any kind of bill in my name. All he did was change his mail over here, but that's not how you establish residency. Just like I told Pueblo PD, he didn't establish no residency. He brought all these people over here, and they were all thieves and stealers and liars. And this girl last night, like I said, she stole about $850 worth of PlayStation and
And what's her name?
Xbox games. And I've called you guys about her before. It's right there, Luna Rashemiri. And she was messaging her friends and asking them if they wanted some of my stuff. And she waited until I was in the bathtub this morning and said that she was leaving with her bags. And then I find all her clothes downstairs, and the bags are full of all my stuff.
About what time did this happen?
This morning at about 8:39, and then her boyfriend and another guy show up, and they're trying to get in my gate. And my neighbor Bill calls me and says, "There's people out there trying to get in your gate." I get out of the shower in my towel. I go out there, and yeah, he's trying to break in. And I told him, "You better get the hell out of here after your girlfriend just robbed me." I told him because I don't trust him or the guy that he brought over here. I mean, I'll bring them inside and kick both their fucking asses, but I'm not, you know, going to jail for something that I don't know what they're up to. And I'll show you the basement, man. I've got pictures of before and after of all the games, the way they were, and then the way they were after she left.
Okay, you said you had video, Mr. Morton.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I got video surveillance system of her coming and going and with my stuff. And that's what I was just pulling up for you right now. I was transferring my house video because I had to take it out of there. So that I could do it with you. That's why I'm recording with this, because now I don't have my video system on.
Nope.
And I've called you before about Glenn McCary. He stole about $3,800 worth of stuff from me, broke my furnace, threw a bunch of my stuff out in the garbage, left meth pipes.
When did that happen?
I called you guys probably a month and a half ago, and I have it all on video, and it's all on. It's all on Facebook, and I posted it as it happened, and then he messaged me back and said, "Oh, you were the one stealing from me." You know, he was trying to cover his butt. And I was like, "How am I stealing from you? You left that stuff in my basement. I've got you leaving with the bags." And I called you guys, and they said, "Well, if he's established residency, then he can stay." And I said, "No, he hasn't established residency. I've already told him he's got 3 days to leave, or I'm going to throw his ass out and all his stuff."
Do you know Luna's date of birth or about how old she is?
She's about 36, and no, I don't.
Okay.
Because I'm just looking these people up now and having my people find out who they are and who they're working for. Because if the insurance company's trying to get out of all the stuff that was broken and stolen, I'm not going to sue the city. I don't care about suing. I mean, everybody thinks I'm going to sue. I'm not. I'm just telling them to do the right thing, and they don't want to do the right thing.
You said that Luna stayed in the basement? Is that correct? Okay.
And I let her stay, and see, she's got her bags right there. And she made a bunch of food. She was making drugs.
Uh-huh.
And she even says in the thing that they're selling illegal edibles. And I
Uh-huh.
said, no, you ain't doing that crap in my house. She's using my stove. And I said, now, I don't know if I can even trust the food. Did you put something in the food? Am I going to go to the VA and get tested and it's got meth in it? You know, are you trying to make me look like a crackhead? What the hell are you guys doing? Because I posted it all to Facebook. What are you guys up to? I don't understand. There's here 2 bags. All the clothes for those bags are emptied in my basement.
Uh-huh.
And all my stuff that was on the shelves, like I'll show you in this one video. Because here's all her text messages coming up from when she was here, and she was sending people across Messenger to asking them if they wanted to get my stuff, and she's acting like she's not still working with Glenn McCary because she put something on Glenn's thing saying that he stole from her. No.
What
She was working with Glenn.
So it was a PlayStation 3?
Yeah, and an Xbox.
What kind of Xbox?
All kinds of Xbox 360.
Okay.
PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 that were in my basement, and Glenn had all kinds of stuff that he left here, like I was just saying, and it was all on the bed downstairs.
Uh-huh.
She went through it all and took the stuff of his that she wanted, and she put it in the bags. So I know it's them 2 working together, even though on Facebook it looks like she says, "Oh, you stole from me. You stole my gun. You stole you're a liar. You don't even have lupus."
How many games would you say total?
About 33 games, because I even went through some of the boxes and they were empty.
Okay.
The boxes were still there, but she took the games themselves.
Okay.
And I'm like, because probably she didn't have enough room left in her bags. You know, she didn't want stuff sticking out over her bag.
Uh-huh.
She probably put just like a couple clothes on the top. But she waited till I was in the bathtub and the door shut and told me she was leaving and she'll be back. And then her boyfriend and that guy show up, and my neighbor Bill will even tell you, he called over to me and said, "They were trying to get in your gate." And I said, "I know. I went out there and told them they better leave. Because frickin' I'll come out there with my frickin' gun. You're pissing me off. And I don't want to have to do that. But this is just getting ridiculous, and I don't understand what they're up to. If they're up to it for the sheriff's office, if they're up to it, because the sheriff's office is trying to set you guys up, and, you know, one person says it's one person, and the other person says it's the other person. I already know who it really is, and I don't really care. But if they think they're going to get away with this crap, they're not. Because I take pictures of everything. She had heroin in her bag. I took pictures of the heroin. I posted it. This guy Chuck that they brought over that was stealing laptops, I've talked to him and I told him I don't care about the laptops that Glenn gave you. I just want you to testify for me if I need you to, that you know, he gave you that stuff. And you can see in the messages he says, okay, I will. And if you'd like to see downstairs, brother, I can show you. She dumped all her clothes out. And it's just it's a bullshit mess. I'm going through everything right now to see what she stole. Like I told you, look at the food she was making. Her dope is over there, sitting on the counter. And I'm just like, what the hell are you guys doing?
You don't
She
have
was saying on the thing, oh, Glenn's the one who was making the edibles. Glenn's the one that was smoking the meth. Glenn's the one with the heroin.
You don't have any a phone number for Luna, do you?
No.
No, okay.
She said her phone wasn't working and she needed to use my phone. That's why she was messaging people with Messenger. But like I told you, her clothes are still here. She dumped out the clothes and took those 2 green bags and filled them with all my movies that I got pictured, all my games and all my PlayStation and Xbox that were sitting there. She took those, took the games, took all the stuff that was on the bed, and I'll show you, there was stuff all over, but she took it for Glenn. And I already know she did, because...
And it wasn't Glenn's stuff, or it was?
Some of it was.
Some of it was? Okay.
Yeah, because he even said to me on Facebook, you know, you stole my stuff. And I said, come get your stuff. Don't act like I stole your stuff. I'll have the cops right here waiting. And he wouldn't come.
Okay.
You know how they are, man. They want to turn everything around on you when you're the good guy. And like I said, she had heroin in her bag. I found this before. It was filled with dope. She was doing cocaine off of the mirror. And I was just like, are you freaking kidding me? Rolling papers. I said, I don't even want to know what these pills, illegal pills probably are that are in there. But that's her clothes, and she took my stuff. She acted like she was doing laundry and cleaning up down here. And she was cleaning up all right, making me laugh. She was cleaning me out. And I don't understand. You know, it's close to Christmas. I I know she's a heroin addict because I gave her $20 the other night because she said she was hurting and she needed a fix. And I understand the drug problem, I really do. I've been there with some cocaine, so I've dealt with it before, and I understand that she was hurting, so I gave her 20 bucks. And then this morning she asked me if she could borrow my lighter. She went in my bedroom and stole the other 20 bucks that was in my frickin' drawer underneath my lighter.
Okay.
And I got a picture of it. It was under my lighter, and she stole the 20 bucks, and I was like, what the hell are you doing? Then she took 2 bags of marijuana. You know, go ahead. I don't understand what you're up to. Freaking, you know, medical marijuana from the dispensary. She took 2 bags of it.
Okay.
And her boyfriend then shows up, and her boyfriend's friend, and I'm like, no, you two are trying to break into my fence. His name's Doc. He was in jail with us too. Him and Glenn McCary were scheming in jail, you know, talking about doing home invasions and doing drugs and taking drugs from here to New Hampshire, and that he worked for the cartel. And the girl that Glenn's hanging out with, her name is Sherry, and her husband is Ken Mills. He's a head enforcer for the Hells Angels. He called me up and he said, brother, I didn't have nothing to do with this because Glenn recorded me in his phone, getting angry and about to knock this wall over here down. And I fucking told him, you guys better leave before I have to kill you, your fucking kids, everybody. I'm fucking sick of your bullshit. And they fucking left. And he said, well, I got you recorded with one of your episodes. It's not an episode. You need to leave my house. I'm telling you, I don't want to have to hurt anybody, but I will. But you guys already know how I am. I don't want to hurt anybody. But this is becoming a bunch of bullshit. And I don't understand what they're up to. If they're up to it for the insurance company, if they're up to it for the bank, if they're up to it for the sheriff's office, because like I told them in the videos, Glenn was placed in my room at the sheriff's office with supposedly lupus, and they knew I would feel bad for him. They knew I would help him. He said he was out on the streets. He had nowhere to live. I let him stay in my basement. Then they wanted to act like he wasn't even here when they came over. Oh, we thought you lived alone. I said, no, you guys didn't. You knew he was here. I got video footage of me when I came home having the house looked at and inspected on what was broken and stolen. And he's right here lying, saying there's a $10,000 Rolex in my safe. There was no $10,000 Rolex in my safe. How would he know that? That was 2 years ago it was broken into. He's never been here before.
Would you see if is the video ready? Or?
Yeah. He's a lying sack of crap. And I don't mind getting it all together for you guys and everything else and making the report, but they already said, you know, get a list of what was stolen. But I don't know what's going on, why they're all doing this crap. They think that this is some kind of joke. It's not. I turn people in for a living. I have no problem with it. Drug dealers, pieces of crap.
Jason, what's your date of birth?
11/30/1975. That's Captain Jason Morton, Homeland Security. I ain't gonna lie to nobody anymore, brother. I don't have to.
And your phone number?
719-253-2527. I am the creator of Homeland Defense, and that ain't no joke. And yes, we mess around on the internet, and we make stuff up, and we joke about a lot of stuff. But I've already told them, if you want to see the real stuff, it's posted to YouTube. Do not go off of Facebook. Some of that is fake.
And you estimated the value about $850, is that
Yes.
right? Okay.
I already went through and checked each game, and they were missing, and how many games, 33 games. I posted the pictures of what it looked like before, and then what it looked like afterwards, because she went through them all and took them, and she put them in her bag even last night, and took them out to somebody, like I said, then brought them back in and said, oh, he didn't show up, but she went outside the gate and walked off, and then she came back in with them and said, oh, you know, he didn't show up, so I'll get it another time. And then this morning she just stole it all and dumped out her stuff. I'm like, are you freaking kidding? And I had my buddy Joey over here, and I had video footage of her going while I was seeing SpaceX sent off a rocket, and I've got her videotaped in my kitchen making that food and making those drugs. And my buddy Joey Trujillo was over here, and he's a prison guard, and when she found out he was a cop, she went in the basement and hid. And I was just like, well, what the hell is she up to? And yeah, it's transferring, brother.
No worries.
I'm transferring all the house video over from the last 3 months, because I've got Glenn recorded. I've got them all recorded. and I'll only use it if I have to use it. I don't want to send these people to jail, but I will. I mean, he took about $3,800 worth of equipment. She's already taken 800 and something bucks worth of stuff, including the 40 bucks in cash that, you know, she basically took, because I gave her the 20 and she was supposed to work it off, but she didn't do shit except for steal. I don't mind helping these people, I really don't. But it's getting ridiculous. And I don't know what they're up to. Like, he threw all kinds of my stuff away, threw it out in the garbage, and I've been going through the garbage to see, you know, my sunglasses were in the garbage, all my paint was in the garbage, said, oh, the paint's no good, it's been sitting for 2 years. No, I dumped the oil that was on the top, the paint's perfectly fine. And I checked it, and there's nothing wrong with it. Why were you dumping all this stuff in the garbage? And then I found metal pipes, and he had left a bag and a eagle that was a Nazi symbol, eagle, the Nazi symbol on it, and I was like, you piece of crap, you left this duffel bag. I get into the duffel bag, and I find this flashlight, and it's got a big old long meth pipe in it. He took out the if he didn't think that I would search through everything, he has no clue. I'm a detective. I took pictures of everything in her bag. I took pictures of the heroin. I told her on her messenger, come get your frickin' bags and your heroin. And then she shows up and she says, oh, I got nowhere to go. Can I stay for a couple days and then I'll find somewhere to go? Oh, what a lying sack of crap.
Do you know where she might have went, or?
I have no clue.
Okay.
But on her messenger, she was messaging people left and right and saying, you want this stuff and you want, because like I showed you, she got on my phone and was doing it because she said her phone was broken. And I said, okay, bullshit. I already know what you guys are up to. I don't mind, like I said, man, but I'm just sick of it. I really am. And I don't normally even have people I don't know over, but Glenn brought all these people over. And they all say, and Earl, his cousin, that I let stay in my basement, Glenn's cousin says, I'll testify for you against him. They all say, his buddy Chuck says, I'll testify. His cousin Don says, I'll testify. He gave me a bunch of stuff. I said, because him and Sherry were stealing my stuff off my porch. They thought my camera wasn't plugged in because I had it unplugged from there. Well, it was plugged in the attic. They had no clue. There's two wires. One goes to my phone and the other one goes to my camera system. When it's not plugged in here, it's plugged in up there. And they just thought that nothing was plugged in. And then he says, oh, you know, he turned it all around on me. Oh, you stole from me. And then he starts mentioning my daughter. And that makes me mad when you mention my daughter. Leave my daughter out of it. Don't bring my daughter into... She don't have nothing to do with your thieving and stealing and doing meth in my basement and trying to get me to look crazy on video, put all my stuff in the yard and clean it and take all my stuff out back and clean it and take all my stuff out of my basement. They already know how I will get if I think somebody's doing crazy drugs in my basement and it's going to hurt my kid. They know I'll take all that stuff outside. And if they're trying to set me up to go back to the freaking mental hospital, go ahead and try. But it's not going to work because I'm not playing crazy anymore. Not outside anyway. Inside the house I can still play crazy. There's this is the second time I posted about this girl already. Luna, you're Glenn McCary, bunch of crackheads stealing. And she even admits inside the thing that, you know, she's making illegal drugs and they're selling. I'm like, what the hell are you guys up to, man? And this is the second time I posted about her. Because before she left me all kinds of threatening messages on thing telling me she was going to put me in jail, that she called the cops, and I said, I've already called the cops. You didn't call the cops. I called them and asked them, and they said, they're not scheduled to come out to my house. And I said, I would like them to come out to my house. I'm sick of you guys. I don't know what the heck you guys think you're doing. See, just like I said, PD's not scheduled to come over here. I already talked to PD. I called him up and had him come out. And that's why I'm saying this is the second time. This is just like an update because they were already stealing before and scheming. They stole all my food. I mean, What kind of people steal your freaking food? I bought $33 worth of food from Walmart on Thanksgiving, and these bastards filled their freaking bags with my food and stole it. And like I said, she don't deny anything. It comes all the way down to the part where I say, I've got the heroin in your bag and I've taken pictures and I already posted it back when it happened. Come get your bags with your heroin in it. And she don't deny that it's even in there. She admits to doing heroin in my bathroom. I've got it recorded in my phone. She asked me, well, can I do the heroin downstairs on this tinfoil? And I'm like, I'm wondering what all this tinfoil's coming from. They got massive amounts of tinfoil in the basement, and I'm like, what are you guys doing with all this tinfoil? And yeah, I'll put everything on disc, and I'll get because you guys have already got body cam footages, and it's right here, of Glenn McCary at my house when I first came home from you guys. So, and the video's corrupted, so I can't use it, so I'm going to have to talk to Jody and have her give me the video. But I was going to get as much of it as I can through a program that I got called VDub. Once it stops, I'll get the time where it stops elapsed and then take as much of it as I can for the insurance company. Because right now, it corrupts right toward the end. Before you guys go over and talk to my neighbor Bill, who... What are you doing?
Bill lives, is it right here? Or?
Bill lives right over here.
Across the street.
And he saw those guys trying to break into my yard this morning, and he called me up and he said, these guys are out there, and I go out there with my towel, and they're trying to break in.
Okay.
And I told them, you guys better frickin' leave before I come out here with my gun. Because I posted about his girlfriend, and then all of a sudden they show up. Him and some other guy. If they think they're going to frickin' strong arm me, they got another thing coming. I'll bust their frickin' faces open. And I'll get it all and put it all on video for you guys.
Okay.
But I just need it documented, man, in case they come here and they're, you know, he comes back with a weapon.
Right.
And I don't want to do any of that. You know I don't want to. But they're forcing me.
Vacation for it.
I just don't get it. Why can't they just leave me alone?
Roger, thank you.
I always seem to attract these frickin' drug-dealing crazy bastards.
Now, this is the case number. It'll take about 3 business days to be ready to be able to print it or get online, I believe.
Okay.
Now, with the holiday, that may take an extra day, but...
I know it might.
All right.
I got to talk to Jody anyway about the ones that were corrupt, and then she gave me a video that I didn't even need. I need the one of Officer Jones.
Okay. All right, Mr. Moran, I'll type the report and get that sent off, okay? You have yourself a good holiday.
You too. It's good to see you again.
Thank you. You too.
Bye, brother.